Peace and love. 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 Hey y'all. Hey, it's the Queen 7 coming up in here to kick the bobo with y'all today. What better day to kick the bobo with you than on a Sunday? A beautiful Sunday to be exact. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get to the point because I know many of y'all probably already out in the sun enjoying this beautiful day. And if not, as you should. But, you know, I had this message that is on me and I have to get it out. And, I have to be honest. Fear has been trying to take over Banggood with this video. But I ain't going to let it do it. I'm not going to let fear take over me on this because this needs to be said. But y'all, baby girl just been having some downloads or whatever. So I woke up, I went to bed kind of early last night, and I woke up this morning, probably about 4 something this morning. I started to do this video this morning, but then I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do the video just yet, because I wanted to wake on up and get myself together. So here I am, about to do this video, but I got a story time for y'all, and I got a little history lesson, you know, kind of biblical, but at the same time, it's very relevant today. So let me get to it, because I'm going to stop beating around the bush with y'all. Let me go on and kick the bobo with you. But I ran across this video this morning, which was pertaining to an experience that I had yesterday, so I know it's all kind of aligning together. And so this is what's, you know, basically giving me my word today. But I ran across this video, and y'all better not nobody say nothing about this bump on my face, y'all, because, it's been getting on my nerves, but I'm still cute, though, ain't it? Don't worry about it. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about the book of Revelations. Okay, I ran across this video and I thought it was pretty dope because the way he put it together was like, wow, yes, that's it. So I had to share it with my people or whatever. All right, so boom. The book of Revelations, the book, it says the book of Leviathan, which is the book really, let me get it together. The book of Revelations, there's a book in there, Leviathan. It talks about the 7 chakras, right? So this is a picture of what he posted. If y'all can see that, you know, this is the book of Revelations. And this is pretty much, you know, the depiction of what a lot of people get when they think of the Revelations. Like, oh, Lord, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to read this. Okay. But really what it's talking about is this. The 7 chakras. And a lot of y'all probably done heard of the 7 chakras, and some of y'all probably haven't. But I'm going to kind of school y'all on it a little bit today if I can. If you got any questions, ask, and I don't mind sharing. But anyway, so yes, basically the book of Revelations is talking about this, the 7 chakras, right? So he had explained it. Okay, so the book of Revelations, I'm going to read it to y'all. The book of Revelations is all about the 7 chakras, okay? Leviathan in Hebrew, coiled serpent. That's what basically this is, a coiled serpent, right? Okay, I'm going to explain to y'all what it means. A lot of folks are like, oh, a snake, what? She over here talking about a snake. I'm about to tell you why I'm talking about a snake. We don't call it a snake, we call it a serpent, okay? This is a spiritual thing, so we need the spiritual people in here. We need the people who can see and hear and feel, who really ready to kick the bobo with me. I don't need them fakers and them takers up in here, okay? Y'all exit stage left and some on the right, okay? Back to what I was saying, all right? The book of Revelations is literally all about the 7 chakras. Leviathan in Hebrew, called serpent / dragon. This is symbolic to the Kundalini energy that resides at the bottom of your spine, which is right below the water chakra, the navel. Hence, it is represented as the beast within the waters. The Kundalini energy is also known as your sexual energy because that's how the beast usually controls you. Once this beast's sexual energy is tamed, it is turned into creative energy. Over sexual energy is just bored or dominant creativity. So that means you just bored. Reason why you just overly active with your sex, you might be bored or you just lacking using your creative energy. Creativity is the highest form of spirituality. And that is the truth, because this is why Spirit always encourages us to be creative, because it's like we really close to God at that point in time. We being creative in whatever it is that we can do. Whatever endeavor that you are involved in, you being creative, meaning you using your brain to create some magic, some art, whatever you consider art in your life, that's you and God's, thing. You get what I'm saying? The Most High. So it's like you putting yourself closer to the universe when you are in your creative flow, right? Okay, let me get back on track. But you must first slay the serpent, the 7 heads, which is only a metaphor of the 7 negative attributes that clog the 7 chakras. 1, fear. 2, guilt. 3, shame. 4, grief. 5, lies. 6, illusions. And 7, attachments. Okay. It also mentions 7 churches, 7 letters, 7 spirits, 7 lamps, 7 stars, 7 seals, 7 horns, 7 eyes, 7 angels, 7 trumpets, 7 thunders, 7 heads, 7 crowns, 7 plagues, 7 bowls, 7 hills, 7 kings, 7 visions, etc. Revelation 12, 1 through 17. And another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his head 7 crowns. His tail swept down a third of the stars of heaven and cast them onto the earth. The 3 stars are the 3 lower chakras that are below the heart. These energies belong only to the physical realm. And I know a lot of people probably like, well, what this got to do with anything? Why is she doing this? Why is she talking about the 7 chakras? And for those who don't understand what the 7 chakras is, a lot of y'all do, the 7 chakras is 7 main energy points in the body. Okay. And this is why spirit requires us to be in alignment with ourselves. We have to, get our body in alignment with our mind. You know what I mean? Because we're not born on alignment. We have to put it in alignment. And so, basically, the 3 chakras that they're talking about is controlling, the Kundalini energy, which is your sexual flow, your sexual energy. And I thought that was a very, 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 very important topic to have because, woo, baby, that's gonna lead to my story, what I got to tell y'all. So, on to the story. Yesterday, I got back home from my little hot date. Okay. And many of y'all seen my pictures and stuff, and y'all probably be like, oh, thank y'all for the love, by the way. But I got back from a little hot date. But when I pulled up, it was this guy in the middle of the road, and he was just parked. And I know this guy. When he rolled the window down, I know this guy. And I'm looking at him because, he's a highly respected guy, as far as my end, I see him online. He posts a lot of, informative, informational, type of, quotes when it comes to women. Like, he's so respectful and, and so, I love the stuff that he writes. And, a lot of women, they just fall for it. And, and so I was like, that's him. What is he doing in the middle of the road right by where we park? And so I had just got through having me a good time, took myself out on a little date, and I get home, I had me a little margarita or 2 or whatever. Yes, I did. I sure did. And so I get home and I'm feeling a little good or whatever. And he sees me and he's like, hey, come here. And I'm like, okay. I don't, me being who I am, I don't walk to nobody, no random strangers' cars, but I know this guy from Facebook, and Instagrams and stuff like that. So, and he's a respectful guy, so I don't see no danger and no harm in walking up to see what he wants. And so, I walk up to him and he's like got tears on his eye in his face. So I'm like, what's wrong with you? You all right? And he's like, yeah, man, and he's telling me, his little situation, which I ain't gonna just get down too far off in his business or nothing because that ain't what I'm here for. But the thing it wasn't even, that serious to see the tears rolling. But, then he's like, well, I was like, well, what's wrong with you? Why you sitting in the middle of the road? And he says, well, I was waiting on this little, I was trying to get in touch with this stripper or whatever, but she ain't trying to talk. She ain't talking about nothing. She ain't trying to answer the phone. But anyway, get in the car with me. I got you, man. I'll take you. I'll get you whatever you want. I got you. What you want? What you trying to get? And I'm like, I said, baby, I don't want nothing from you. Now, mind you, a lot of y'all probably seen my pictures yesterday that I posted, and this is why you shouldn't go off of what somebody posts, because that ain't what I had on yesterday. But anyway, so I had on another outfit, but it wasn't, you know, as revealing as the one I posted yesterday. So I know y'all probably like, well, that's probably why, because of how you were dressed, but not at all, because I was not dressed like that. But it's just funny because he was like, well, yeah, I got you. He was like, turn around, you look good. Let me look at you. I said, no, babe, I'm not here for your sexual muse. I'm not here for your entertainment. That ain't what I'm here for. I get it, baby. I get it. But I'm just saying, man, I'm upset because da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, man, I said, well, what's wrong with you? He was like, man, I'm going to be real with you. You know, and I can respect him because he was being honest. I'm going to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? And he had pulled this, he literally pulled this gun up. And he just, I don't know what he was doing with the gun. And I know most people probably like, why is her crazy tail, you know, right there? But I wasn't expecting this. So, you know, he pulled it, he's holding his gun. He ain't pointed at me or nothing like that, but he just let me know, I guess, that he had a gun. And I was just, you know, I'm thinking maybe he like, I don't know. I'm trying, hoping he ain't on no suicidal thoughts or something. I don't know, because he crying, he in the middle of the road. And so I'm looking at the red flags because I'm paying attention. I know a lot of people are like, well, she was drinking, you know. Nah, baby, I straightened up real quick when I seen him pick up his bottle of Crown. And see, that be the problem right there. That Crown get y'all, it had y'all in a frown, okay? Y'all need to stop drinking that Crown, especially if y'all can't handle that shit. So he got this bottle of Crown and he's sitting in the car and he's turning it up. And he's like, yeah. He was like, you know, he crying. You know, I'm seeing the tears rolling. And he talking about he steady trying to get me. But he mad at this stripper or this, you know, hoe or whatever. No offense to any lady, because I don't like to use these terms. But he was trying to buy some tail. That's what he told me. He said, I'm drunk. I'm an alcoholic. And I'm trying to buy some. I'm going to be real, you know. And I was like, okay, well. He was like, so what you need? What you need? I got you. I said, well, baby, I'm good. I don't need nothing. And he was like, well, I'll take you where you want to go. I said, well, I'm fine. I just took myself out on a date, so I don't need you to take me nowhere. Well, what bill you need paid? I said, well, my bills are already paid, so I'm good on that too. Thank you. I said, baby, I'm not dead. You know, like. And so he was like, I said, I'm a queen. You know, I had to stand my ground and let him know, you know, no matter what you might think of me, according to how you might feel like I'm dressed or whatever, because I choose to dress in a, so some people consider revealing way or whatever, but this is just me feeling comfortable in my own skin. But that don't mean I give off hoe vibes, and I know I don't. And so I had to let him know in his place, hey, I'm not dead. You cannot buy me. First of all, I'm priceless. Okay. I don't need you. First of all, I'm not getting in the car with you. You got a whole bottle of Crown. That's the first number one flag. The second flag, you're sitting in the car crying. You got a gun. I don't know what your plan is. So whoever was finna get in the car with him, I just felt for him anyway. But it was just the fact that this is a guy who sits on Facebook and he talks about, queens this and I respect women that and da-da-da this and da-da-da that. You know, and get in public and this is what you're doing. Now, I'm not knocking nobody who want to buy some, okay? I am not knocking it. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not knocking nobody who want to sell it. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not here to judge you. All I'm saying is that we got to get back to a time and a place where our sexual energy is not controlling us and our actions, because everybody ain't no hoe. Just because I dress in a revealing feminine way, because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I know I don't give off hoe vibes. So, you know, a lot of y'all guys have gotten so caught up with these Jezebels and these succubus energies and all these sexual demons that y'all out here thinking everybody is a hoe. Y'all coming at some of us queens. You don't know. What if you prayed for a queen? What if you asked God to bring you a beautiful woman that love you and she mess around and get placed in your face, and because you so blinded with your pitty whacker or your vagina, you screw it up. You feel me? You treat them like they nothing. And so this is why I had to read that, and I was just so grateful that the universe had allowed that to surface in my spirit, because a lot of us is being driven by our sexual desires, okay? And I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I spent my whole life being covered up like a nun, okay? And now I'm of age to where I can wear what I want to wear at the age that I want to wear it. And as long as I'm not doing it in a distasteful way or carrying myself in a, way where a man should feel he should disrespect me. And it don't even matter if I did. I feel like men should just get back to where you disrespect women, period. Respect, even if I am a bucket or a prostitute or a hoe or a thought or a gigolo or whatever. Treat me with respect like a human before you start treating me like I'm nothing, because you just never know who I am. You just never know who the universe is using at the same time. So this is why you have to treat everybody with respect. You feel what I'm saying? So if you is a bucket, you a hoe, you a thought, you a whatever people want to call you, at the end of the day, you still human to me. That's how I look at it. So I'm not here to judge anybody, and I encourage anybody else who are judging other people to stop it. But at the same time, still and yet, if we can do a part by doing better, women, it's time to carry yourself in better ways. Men, it's time for you to get back to where you respect the queen as the queen. I dress the way I dress because I'm a feminine, and I feel like this helps to bring back on the femininity onto the planet, because a lot of us women turn to men and the men turn to the women, not knocking nobody, but we have, now we got to get back, some of us got to get back in position to align the universe. And right now, a lot of us is being driven by our sexual desires to the point the disease rate is so freaking high, it's scary. A lot of y'all think sex is everything, and it is not. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. That means you live by that penis, you die by it. You live by that for JJ, you die by it. You have to be careful how you using that thing. That Kundalini energy can be the best thing that happened to you, or it could be the worst thing that happened to you. You can either tap into your creative energy, or you can tap into your lower self, and you can let your vagina and your pelvic area control you. And then you look up and you wondering why you young and your lifespan is short, because you sexed out. You feel what I'm saying? Just because you see a woman dressed nice, tell her she looks beautiful, but still treat her with respect. I don't care what she wears, what her background is, what you think of her, whatever. Still treat her with respect, and vice versa, queens, too. Because a lot of y'all coming at these men, like they nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And when I tell you, like, a lot of us is just straight up gone behind sex. Sex have literally driven so many people in dark places they can't even get out of. And baby, I just thank the Most High that I ain't never been nobody's hoe. I've had people that tried to put that label on me. I've had people that lied and said they even had me. But here I am today to tell you, baby, everybody can't tell you that they had me. Period. I ain't never been there, just go open my legs for everybody. No. And still ain't. Because I cherish myself. I value myself. So I had to let him know in his place, hey, bro, listen, chill out. I ain't here for your sexual amuse. He like, but you look good. Well, thank you. But I'll pay for, listen, you can take your money elsewhere, but I'm not for sale. I done took myself out on a date anyway, so I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I don't need your money. Thank you. No. And it bothered me because this is a guy who's well looked up to by many. And he knows who he is. If this video surfaced to him, he gonna know exactly who he is. I ain't got to call him out. He know who he is. But like I said, I'm not gonna say that I don't have any respect for the guy anymore. I still have a little respect for him, because he was honest. At least he was honest about what he was doing. I'm an alcoholic. I'm looking for some, trying to buy some, and I was just like, wow, I was just amazed. You know what I'm saying? That at least he was being honest, but I did not expect that from this guy. So it's like, this is why we can't go off of what we see somebody posting on social media, because if y'all believe everything that I post on social media is my life, you a damn fool. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of times I don't want everybody to know my exact movement, measurements, and whatever else I'm going to do. So, at the end of the day, not everybody is who they posting to be. A lot of these folks out here is looking rich and looking wealthy and broke down, ain't got nothing but a whole bunch of sexual diseases or spiritual transmitted diseases, because even if you don't get no sexually transmitted diseases, you can contract spiritually transmitted diseases. But we don't want to talk about that, though. You feel what I'm saying? And baby, you're trying to get rid of either ain't good. You feel what I'm saying? And so if y'all didn't know better before now, you do now. So stop being reckless with your sexual energy. I'm not gonna tell nobody what to do with their body, but I do know this. 7 ain't reckless with hers. She ain't finna be, ain't finna be. And if I have, I probably have been when I was involved in relationships with certain individuals. But baby, now not just out here loose. Oh, you know, he can get it. No. Because guess what? Every time you lay up with that person, whatever dark energies that they dealing with, they mixing it with your dark energies and vice versa, and so on and so on. And then we just got a world full of darkness because nobody can control their sexual desires. Nobody can control their loins. And we don't think that this is important, but it's very well important. I would rather go and hold out on sex and tap into my creative energy than to go out here and just be laying with somebody with dead spirits and souls inside of them. Be mindful of whom we laying with. A lot of y'all, you know, if that's your means of making money, I'm sorry, I got to put it on you like this. I love you though. You know, if that's your means of making money, it's time to put in your 2-week notice. Let them know you about to stop. You know, if you love yourself, if you care enough for yourself to not just be out here just all willy-nilly like that with your private area, because it's royal. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, back to the gentleman who, you know, like I said, I pray that he finds help. And I asked God to bless him, and I said what I said, and I know most folks probably like, this fool had a gun and everything, but you know what? I wasn't afraid of that because I knew that I didn't do anything to the man for him to want to hurt me or anything of that nature. And, you know, at the end of the day, had I got in that car, he probably would have tried to hurt me or something. I don't know. But I just thank God that I'm not driven by my sexual desires, because I probably would have been in the car and would have fell for, oh, he gonna buy me, he gonna take me wherever I want to go. And the whole time, he'll take you to hell. There we gonna take you. With that, where he got, that's what he carrying in his pants is hell, and he gonna mix his hell with your hell. Some of y'all, we gotta be choosy of who we mixing with, who we laying with. Like, energy is real. You feel what I'm saying? And not everybody deserves my queendom, okay? And I wish I had this wisdom back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But I got it now. You know what I'm saying? But stop talking to every female like she a hoe. Like, whether she is or she ain't, please, guys. You know, and it just everybody, let's just get back to what we talking to each other with respect. You know what I mean? Like, stop coming at folks sideways, because everybody ain't no hoe. You feel me? And I know I'm not giving off no hoe vibes. And like I said, I'm not knocking nobody who does and who is. But 7 ain't, for future references. So I'm going to say it loud for the people in the back. Don't approach 7 with that type of mess, because I'm going to put you in your place. I'm going to straight up let you know. And then a king, you should already know, okay, you should know the difference. Learn to differentiate somebody who go that way and somebody who ain't. See, back in the day, people knew who they can go come at sideways, and they knew who they couldn't. Nowadays, y'all just come at everybody sideways. Y'all don't even discern that. Y'all just come straight at folks sideways, and then when they cuss you out or bite your head off, oh, my bad, I ain't mean no harm. Yeah, you did when you came for my character, because I know I didn't come at you like, you know, giving you that type of spirit. So don't come at me like that, you know. So from this day forward, I just hope that we can find some balance, you know, when it comes to this Kundalini energy, you know, because a lot of people try to, you know, separate the Bible and spirituality. And the reason why I had to read that, because basically what the title of his video was, trying to explain spirituality to a Christian. And that's what basically he had to let them know, that what we study in spirituality is the same thing that y'all study in Christianity, but at the same time, it's just worded differently, but it's the same exact thing. You get what I'm saying? So this is why us, you know, spiritual people start to meditate, is to balance and align that Kundalini energy, to become in charge of your sexual energy and not let it become in charge of you. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all think it's witchcraft. Oh, they meditating and Buddha this, and no, what I'm doing is I'm aligning my serpent, my inner demons, so that it does not drive me out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? Then I'll be a part of the oranges and the threesomes and all of that type of stuff. You know, I'm not knocking nobody who do this stuff, but be mindful of your sexual energy. Is way more powerful than you give it credit for. This is a perfect day to talk about it. And a lot of folks be uncomfortable to talk about sex, especially Christians. But guess what? The book has it. All of this stuff. The Bible that y'all read is nothing but spirituality, and all it talks about is the chakras and energy and all of that. They just use metaphors. That's it. They use metaphors. Like I just had to tell y'all my story, my example of a mentally is off balance and who is running him instead of him running it. That's why I had to tell y'all my metaphor. And that's how I look at the Bible. Is the Bible is telling you different stories of people's examples of what it's trying to you. But a lot of us take it and we try to bend it a little bit. But it is what it is. The truth is the truth, and I can't make it up, and I didn't make it up. But all I know is I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning with this message on my spirit to talk to my people about is, listen, close your legs. Men, take off your whole pants. Them sweatpants y'all wear to every female house for easy access. Women, if you're gonna wear a dress or something, be respectful. Don't be out here being all loose and stuff. You know, try not to be. If you care about yourself, close your legs. Act like a queen so you could be treated like one. Men, dress like a king. Act like a king so you could be treated like one. If you is a male thought, well, be that under the scene with the people, the female thoughts. And that's y'all business. But on the regular day, bring out the king so I could talk to y'all like that. You know, ain't got nothing to do with what y'all do with y'all business, but just know that there are consequences that come with everything. And I know a lot of y'all, I come back from the time where, who remember Delaware apartments, the old Delaware apartments when they had the health department over there, and it ain't funny, but they had the health department over there, and whenever people were going there to get checkups, and whenever you went in there and you got some, people always knew when you had a disease or something was because they always sent you out the side door. Who remember that side door? That people, oh, girl, I caught him walking out that side door, girl. You know they said he got such and such. Yeah. Folks used to get exposed by that side door. I thank the Most High I ain't never had to come out of that joint. You feel me? But at the same time, I'm trying to save a lot of y'all from coming out the side door, whether it be physically or spiritually or emotionally or whatever. Try not to go out the side though. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here, you know, cause a lot of y'all is drawing bad energy for some of us that ain't even doing this stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been no hoe, and I'm not gonna be. You get what I'm saying? I thank the Most High for that, but the thing is like, these men is so screwed up because a lot of us queens are out of alignment with our sexual energy that we throwing off the balance in the universe to the point that the men just going with the flow. So long as we keeping them gapped open, he gonna keep sticking. You know, and I know a lot of y'all probably like, Lord, why is she? I know it's probably children and everybody watching this, but whoever see this need to damn see it. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I already prayed and I, did my little meditation before I got on here. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Be on your keys because this promiscuous energy is vital right now. Like, it is lethal right now. It has taken over the adults, and it is literally taking over the children. This is why a lot of them are out here now on the verge of suicide and stuff like that too, because many of them want to have sex or have tried sex, and they probably done had sex with somebody else who done had sex with everybody else, and spirits is being swapped all over the place. They watching parents have sex with everybody. They having sex with everybody, and everybody just off balance. So I'm talking to anybody whose spirit is willing to be open to this message, and I ask that y'all share this message if you ain't scared. I'm asking the thugs to share this message and you ain't scared. It ain't that many of us, but y'all get what I'm saying. Literally, y'all, straight up, we have got to tap in, like, straight up. I choose to allow my energy to be creative. I choose to turn my Kundalini energy into a purposeful, creative, creation versus just out here wasting my light source on nothing that ain't gonna get me nowhere but probably an early grave. So I love y'all, and I hate that I had to come in here and say, hey, I know it ain't easy to hear this, but it is what it is. We got to be mindful of this sexual energy out here, y'all. Casual sex ain't just casual no more, because now you going home with all they burdens and vice versa, because when you have sex, y'all swapping souls, y'all You feel what I'm saying? And I am not making this up. As much as I wish I could, I'm not. But I'm so serious. Like, it's vital to be mindful of whom we mixing our bodies with. Because, baby, it's some disgusting... It's some guys, because I posted my picture last night with my little dress on. And I got, a lot of beautiful comments and, stuff like that. But I did get, this one guy who wrote me with this weirdo type of energy coming at me like... I guess he thought I was finna give him something or something. I ain't even said nothing to him. I just politely blocked him. Because I'm not that type of person. I'm going to feed into your sexual desires. See, I'm the type of woman, I use my feminine. It's like my feminine senses start tingling. And I can kind of pretty much sense when a man is looking at me like prey. Shoot, I'm finna kill her. No, you're not. Goodbye. Flop. Because you being ran by your kundalini energy. I run mine. I control mine. Feel what I'm saying? No. A lot of y'all don't even know what it is when I bring it up to a lot of folks. But you know what it is when you go out there and you get to doing the do. And, you activating it. Might not be in the best way depending on who you mixing with. When you're mixing with somebody, it should be with somebody that you care about, that you really, really love. And if not, don't be out here swapping all them. Don't be taking them folks' lives like that. Because to me, it's like when you out here loose with your sexual energy, you might as well be playing Russian roulette with your life. You might as well be sitting there just spinning the gun and hoping that the bullet don't come out. Because that's what you're doing with your life every time you go and lay down with, random people that you don't know. Before you even get to know these people, you just boom, you just, intimate with them. No, it shouldn't be like that. No. And men, just because you see a woman who dressed like myself, don't mean that I'm loose. No, I'm just comfortable in my skin. Baby, I dress how I feel. If I want to, I might be dressed like a nun tomorrow. You just never know. But you gonna respect me however I dress. I don't care if I dress up in an astronaut suit, a fireman suit, whatever. You gonna respect me because I'm gonna respect you. That's just all I'm saying is respect goes a long way. Straight up. Y'all, I'm finna get up out of here. I love y'all. I done been on here long enough. Y'all share this message if you ain't scared. If you ain't scared, y'all try to enjoy y'all day, but be mindful, like my spiritual mom said. She said, it's all right. She said, sometimes we just be bopping along in life, not being cautious. But if you gonna bop, be cautious, okay? Cover yourself, you know what I'm saying? Treat yourself with respect. And then once your seeds start seeing that you treat yourself with respect, they will treat themselves with respect, and so on and so on. It's time to break those generational curses of rape, molestation, incest, and just all of that sexual demons, because that is what's running the world right now, and that's what's ruined the world, because none of us can control our loins. Okay, so y'all control those loins out there. Okay, happy controlling. I love y'all. Peace and love.